days are long, your car won't start. It's hard to fix shit with a broken heart. I know growing up, it's not what it seems. Man, half of you is 30, half is 17. Wish we could live in the moment.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I asked you guys a bunch of questions and I'm just going to answer them now. Now let's start. A question from Cassandra. What's a weird fact about you? One undoubtedly weird fact about me is that sometimes I talk to myself, especially when I'm alone. I don't know why. Another question from Ivan. Why is the earth round? Hahaha, joke only. Well, whoever said that the world was round, I believe that the earth is flat. Flat. Joke, I'm joking. A question from Arsan. Kung tagan kan 1 billion para mabilingan mo cure hit COVID-19, ano timihimon? I think with 1 billion pesos, I'm just probably going to donate it to people who actually have the capability to find a cure for the COVID-19 virus. Question from Jisha. What are your nightmares that you don't want to happen in real life? Sometimes I dream about the scariest things. One of them is world destruction, and nobody really wants that to happen. I hope it doesn't happen. A question from Rianne. Biggest turn on and biggest turn off. Now, for me, my biggest turn on is actually brilliance. Biggest turn off, ignorance. Question from Mary Angelo. If you have anxiety, do you have anxiety? If yes, how do you handle your anxiety or your anxiousness? First of all, I don't have anxiety. And if I were to have any sort of anxiety, I would just probably give myself a break like I always had. Once I'm recharged, I just start living in the moment. A question from Kyla. Kaya ano mahusay Kyla ang President Einstein? Kaya ano cute? Because you're you. A question from Jimina. What's your favorite song? Supposed to be by Omarion. It's so nostalgic. I play it every time I go to school and every time I go back home. It's just a really catchy and nice song. And another question from Kettrick. Who has left the most impact on your life? For me, the one who has the most impact on my life is no other than myself. Every growth that I had, it was always because of me. Because of my determination for self-improvement. A question from Marini. Who is your baby girl? Secret. A question from Nicole. Devs, how to boost your self-confidence and ano motivation about the vlog ahead. Thank you. Well, in order to boost your self-confidence, you must first understand yourself. You still have a lot of work to do in order to improve yourself. Always remember that you're not perfect and you have a lot of room for improvement. Always accept your mistakes because if you don't, that's the biggest thing that's gonna be holding you back. Question from Ashley. Itubak ginto tubak bagihap. Well, yes, some species of ants actually cannibalize their own. Oh, yes. A question from Ayesa. What activities do you do during this quarantine? Reading, watching a lot of movies on Netflix, cooking, baking, and also vlogging. What inspired you to start vlogging? Char, shout out vlogs. From Heidi. It's actually a similar question from Nicole. Ano team motivation kapag vlog? Well, what inspired or motivated me to start vlogging was the whole concept of isolation and how I couldn't do anything. Started vlogging just because I had loads of free time. A question from Matthew. Ginaano pagpagwapo devs ngan pagpabusag? I think you're the best just the way you are. A question from Kirsten. Favorite day of the week and why? My favorite day of the week is Sunday, chillest day of the week. Honestly bro, every day of my week is just tiresome. Big peeve, Kuya Devo. I don't know if it's a peeve, but I'm quite annoyed by people who can't be argued by logic, you know? A question from Christine. What will you do with 100,000 pesos? Well, I'll probably just save it for later years since I'm the kind of person who values how to spend my money. And I'm not really that hasty when it comes to spending. How close are you with your family? Pretty close. A question from Rohiben. If you could change anything that happened in the world, what would it be? Honestly, I wouldn't change anything about the world or anything that happened since I already accept the world as it is now. A question from Ayesa. Do you play ML? Well, I don't, but I actually played ML the year that it launched, but I actually just didn't like it, so I uninstalled it 3 days after. Have you ever done a cutting class? Sometimes we have major projects and we actually have to skip other subjects just to work on that. The concept is just weighing the most important things. A question from Farah. What inspires you in life? I am the type of person who easily gets motivated by my dreams and aspirations. Every time I get down, I just think about my goals and move on. Question from Jason Cinco. Food cravings. We love mangoes and I always crave for mango float since it's one of my favorite food. A question from Pamela Beth. Have you ever questioned your sexuality? Not the slightest bit. And another question from Auntie Vanessa. Why so very guapo ka? I don't really know, but thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now, if you want to support my channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications if you want to be notified for my new uploads. Give this video a big thumbs up. Shout out to Kael, shout out to Golda Rivan, shout out to Rene Mendoza, shout out kay Julie Bulutao, shout out kay Tsuki Gakirei, shout out kay Jade Mar Carmen, shout out kay Cassandra Flor Codilan na cute. Shout out to all the people who sent me all those questions. You guys are awesome. Thank you and peace out.